What's going on? What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time. Most definitely blessed. Hopefully everybody blessed, bringing the new year with a lot of positivity. And if you ain't bringing it in with a lot of positivity, just know you got 300 or something fucking more days to get it together. So it ain't over till it's over. You feel me? So we back. Talk a little bit about this Terence Crawford and Amir fight that's gonna be going down April 20th. And a little bit about this Dillian Whyte situation that he might be left without a dance partner. Um, for his first fight in 2019, and how him saying AJ versus Big Baby Miller might reshape the heavyweight division and what that could mean for Wilder, what it could mean for Fury, and Big Baby Miller AJ as well. We in the building. Definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Let me know where y'all from. Do a little roll call. I guess a lot of people like that. Cool man said, man, Roger, what's going on? We getting it in. Real live stream, real boxing talk. So let's get into it, man. Y'all fall up in the building. Let me know where y'all from. What city, what state. Definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna talk about Terence Crawford, Amir Khan. Apparently that's gonna be on ESPN pay-per-view, Richmond, California. I see Donald Banks, Richwood, Richmond. Um, you know, DMV, what's going on? DMV. Um, we talk about Crawford, ESPN and stuff. Um, um, I just think they doing Terence Crawford a disservice, bro. How can Swift clearly what's going on? Houston, Texas in the house, H Town, Woodstar TV. I don't know, they getting that money at H Town, bro. They getting real money. It's blooming, it's blossoming in H Town. It's gonna be I think the third largest city, overtaking overtaking Chicago by 2020. I think they still on track for that to happen. So yeah, what's going on, Badland? What's going on, Marquise Johnson? Uh, Fed Fed 9, North Carolina. What's going on? Riverside, California. Okay, what do you say? Screaming Compton, but you niggas move to Riverside. For all my old hip hop heads, all my old hip hop heads. Won't let you on the first team. Only let you MC8. What he said? What he tell MC Red? Only let you on the scene to back up the first team. That was real as a motherfucker, bro. Man, I love that diss song. I was listening to before I get into this boxing. I was listening to Tim Dog, a diss song and shit, man. That shit was one of the best diss songs I ever heard, bro. Amir Shula, Joseph Harris was going on. That for Compton. That was one of the best diss songs I ever heard, bro. It's Tim Dog, fuck Compton, bro. He was talking some real stuff over there, bro. Yeah, that shit was crazy. He's from the South Bronx, bro. But that's crazy, bro. I'm saying that shit kind of brought back some hip hop memories, man. But yeah, back to a serious note. Sipping on some vitamin water, man. I bought it was like for like $5 for $1, 10 for no $5 for $5 or 10 for $10 on a grocery store. Best vitamin water of all time, Triple X. That shit's so good, bro. Laquan Gates was going on. Rory Bory was going on. But yeah, talk about Crawford and Khan. Could be a good. Man, like I said before, man, let me just start off here. They doing Terence Crawford a disservice, man. Terence Crawford is he got to be one of the worst managed and mispromoted fighters out there. If it wasn't for AJ, I think it'd be more attention paid to how bad Crawford is promoted and how bad Crawford is being managed. Bomac is his management. Also, Cameron Duncan is part of his management. Was basically he's an extension of Top Rank. Everybody know that, right? Um, Terence Crawford, and Bomac is like his personal manager, and then like his manager, like I guess his big manager is Cameron Duncan. Um, but what's so funny about it is that, like, dude, they not doing nothing for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Fighting Amir Khan, it ain't gonna boost your stock. This is a lose-lose fight. Because if you go out there and lose to Amir Khan, then shit, you the biggest hype job ever in the sport of boxing. Then it's gonna be a whole bunch of I told you so. If you go out there and you blow Amir Khan out, that's what you were supposed to do. Amir Khan looked bad versus Jesse Vargas. He got iced by Canelo. He ain't never won a title at 147 or outside of the 140-pound division. people gonna take away from him. So this ain't a fight where he gonna get all the pageantry and he ain't gonna call Bowman K Diddy for real. He ain't gonna get all the pageantry. He ain't gonna get no credit for this fight, bro, at all. It's no credit gonna be delayed to this fight unless he score early or an early knockout, real knockout. You know, they was talking about how in the article on Boxing Scene, I linked in my video earlier. They was talking about how, you know, how he vetoed or didn't want to. He heard the backlash about fighting Luis Collazo. To me, it's really no difference. You know, it's really no difference if he beat Amir Khan or beat Luis Collazo. For me, it makes no difference. Either way, both of them dudes is done. At least Luis Collazo, you know, I guess you could say Amir Khan did beat Luis Collazo, but you know, that was a couple years ago. At least Luis Collazo, you know, he brings some fanfare to New York. You know what I'm saying? He do. He gonna bring some people from wherever he's from, the Brooklyn, the Bronx, whatever. And he got a Puerto Rican back. You know, Amir Khan can bring some dudes from the UK over for sure too. But I mean, ain't nobody really respecting Amir Khan out there like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody respecting Amir Khan out there, man. If Terence Crawford beat Amir Khan, what does it do for him? Me and Will Boog was going back and forth on Twitter, and he said I don't think he competing with Errol Spence because he fighting on the same day as Danny Garcia fighting, but obviously Garcia fight gonna be free on Fox, so you got a free on Fox card. Danny Garcia Granados, which is pretty much a good stylistic matchup to be honest. Versus, you know, Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan, probably will for $65 on ESPN pay-per-view. They really don't want Terence Crawford to blossom. They don't, because remember they put his fight with Victor Postol on pay-per-view. They didn't put no Lomachenko fight on pay-per-view. You know, Lomachenko is yet to fight on the ESPN Plus app. They not putting Terence Crawford on pay-per-view, you know, because he ready to be a pay-per-view star. He not ready to be a pay-per-view star. Especially not fighting somebody like Amir Khan. Ain't nobody paying for that shit. They continue to set Terence Crawford up for more failure. If from Brooklyn, thank you from Brooklyn. Appreciate it. Boxing Q 360. I knew you from one of the B's. But like I said before, they setting Amir Khan up. I mean, they setting Terence Crawford up for more failure, and more failure on top of that, bro. I mean, what is they really doing for him? This fight would have been better served fighting on ESPN, but obviously they didn't have the funds to put, you know, pay birth for these dudes like $10 million overall and for it to go on ESPN. And for one, they don't want Bud on ESPN, you know, because they want Bud on ESPN. Bud will be fighting on ESPN, building his fan base up every fight he on ESPN. What is it for Walt Disney or ESPN to shovel out $5 million to Amir Khan and $5 million to Terence Crawford? It ain't nothing. But they're not gonna spend that money on Terence Crawford because they don't like Terence Crawford like that, bro. Boston Talk salute. They don't really want to push Terence Crawford like that. Crawford didn't get the dope slots like Lomachenko did last year when he fought Linares in the Boxing Writers Association weekend, where he didn't get a fight after the Heisman. He got a fight on the ESPN Plus app in Vegas. How do you fight in Vegas and fight? How do you start in a fight in Vegas and end up on the Plus app? Real talk. If you fight in Vegas, that's an A-lister for Boxing City. You know, you supposed to be fighting. You supposed to be the toast of the time. You supposed to be fighting at least on a big pay-per-view or an accessible network. He wasn't fighting on neither one of them. Lamont, what's going on? So all I got to say is this, bro. All I got to say is this. You know, Terence Crawford he might as well just go ahead, get his money, stack his money up and retire, bro. Because the way I see it, I don't see him getting Errol Spence fight. I don't see Bob Graham getting out the way and letting Showtime or PBC or Fox, however you want to classify them. I don't see them. Spicy Pepper salute, Lewis Hinton salute. I don't see them, you know, really doing nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them going over there and submitting to PBC and Errol Spence and say, "Oh, you guys handle this, just pay us what we owe and pay us fair." It's not gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen. Exactly. This thing go all 12, man. You might as well don't even turn the internet if you're a Bud Crawford fan. He gonna get destroyed. You know, it's a lot of lose fights off on like Angus, Bruce Putin, Luis Collazo, Amir Khan. It's a ton of lose fights for Terence Crawford out there, bro. You know, as long as Errol Spence don't step up and fight him right now, and why would he? Why would you go help out Top Rank? You know what I'm saying? No reason when you can go fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and you probably can move up and you know, and fight up Jared Hurd and not have to worry about Terence Crawford. But as far as the style matchup, man, Terence Crawford honestly should knock out Amir Khan in about 5 rounds. Okay, he should knock out Amir Khan in the middle rounds, if not earlier. You know what I'm saying? But if he can't knock out Amir Khan, bro, I don't even think it's worth for him. I don't think it's even worth for him bringing up Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. Either go ahead and make that fight happen, or just shut the fuck up about it. What's up, JFL heads? It ain't no point of talking about it. And he getting mad at dudes that ain't ranking him as they pound for pound number one. Man, imagine him going 12 to Amir Khan or losing to Amir Khan or getting a gift decision or a questionable victory over Amir Khan. Anything less than perfection versus Amir Khan for what's going on, Cool Kid. Anything less than perfection for less than perfection versus Amir Khan for Terence Crawford. He might as well don't even turn on the internet back then because he can't fight all billions of people on the internet about how he feel. Hassan Barbi, what's going on? I take a Q&A at the end, Hassan. I don't want to get off track, but I ask you a question, save it for the end. Grayla Will salute. Amir Khan is hard to outpoint also. I really never believe that, bro, about outpointing Amir Khan. I never really believe that. I just didn't believe it. You know, I understand that he was hard to outpoint for Zab Judah. He was hard to outpoint for Madonna. He was hard to outpoint for some people. But I just never felt like he fought somebody that's actually his natural size and height and length for real. And now you fighting somebody in Terence Crawford who actually can match your natural size, height, and length. What's going on, Michael Johnson? Salute. And plus you fight somebody that's a defensive. I'm not gonna say defensive like Terence Crawford, but he got some defensive skills. But he can actually see it, you know, long speed. He can match width, match speed, he can match your power. You obviously have to get a better puncher than Khan. I just every time he outpointed somebody, I never respected their boxing skills. Like, oh shit, at the time Madonna, he wasn't no masterclass boxer, excuse me. He wasn't no masterclass boxer, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the time, he was a rugged guy. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal opinion about that. But I understand when people say, well, yeah, he wasn't. Amir Khan was, well, I point to everybody. I think Terence Crawford should pretty much handle his business. If he don't, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody buying that pay-per-view. We could talk about pay-per-view numbers. I think it'd be lucky to match what Danny Jacobs and Golovkin did. And that's at a reduced price. If this pay-per-view is anything above $30, $30, $40, if it's $50, $60, $65, $75, man, this is the equivalent of fighting on the ESPN Plus app then. Because ain't nobody, I'm not paying it. I'm gonna keep it straight up real with you. I'm not paying for that bullshit. If I might consider going to it. You know what? If everything good and everything right, and I want to go out to New York and they got a solid undercard. But then again, you know how Bob Aaron rock. This undercard gonna be shitty as hell. They not gonna put no money into no undercard. And I'm telling y'all, they setting Terence Crawford up to failure, man. He might think he making power moves by making his second pay-per-view appearance and shit. You ain't making no power move. Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia is fighting on a real pay-per-view. Okay, that's a real pay-per-view. Even Adrian Broner Manny Pacquiao is a real pay-per-view compared to Amir Khan and Terence Crawford. We talking about a pay-per-view that ain't nobody even gonna pay attention to. It's gonna be more people, and I tell you this, it's gonna be more people, and it's obvious, tune in for Danny Garcia versus Granados that tune in for Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan. What's going on, Andre? Don't care about C+. I like Dillian Whyte, to be honest. I like him to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I do like Dillian Whyte to a certain extent. So I think he's a solid C+, B- type fighter. But he ain't done nothing to me. He talk foolish about Wilder, but I just think that's to get the fight. But I do think he got a real chance of beating AJ. You know what I'm saying? That's why AJ don't want to fight him. But he said, why you hating on the Khan? Crawford, it's a good fight. You rather see him fight Collazo? I'm pretty much saying Jab TV just about boxing. That's not a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Not for $60, bro. Just keeping it real. Or $50. I mean, $30. Okay, but I still ain't paying $30 for it, bro. That ain't no good fight. Do y'all know what the definition of a good fight is? A good fight is fucking Caleb Plant versus Jose Uzataki. Boxing facts over fiction. What's going on? He said he paying for it. I ain't mad at you. You go ahead. You spend your money how you spend your money. I'm not paying for I didn't pay for Wilder Fury to be on the record. I wasn't paying for that shit. I'm only paying for first-rate fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm only paying for elite fights. Now Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fight Anthony Joshua, shit. I pay that. Alex Santos salute. I definitely play that shit, bro. Okay. Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, I pay $300 for that fight, bro. Gary Russell fight Leo Santa Cruz, I pay for that fight just because I'm supporting Gary Russell and the other shit he been through. But other than that, other than premier fights, Jamal Charlo get Canelo Triple G, I pay for that. Callum Smith fight David Benavidez, I pay for that. Y'all catch my drift. So I'm not paying for. I mean, if you seen Amir Khan last fight, if you're a Bud fan and you a diehard Bud fan, I feel you, bro. You go support your favorite fighter because that's what we supposed to do. But as far as that fight, that ain't no good fucking fight. Anybody see Amir Khan last fight? Hell no. Hell no. That was no good ass fight. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's gonna do $5 million or more. What you talking about? Amir Khan versus Terence Crawford? Hell no, I ain't gonna do no $5 million. That motherfucker lucky to do 100,000, bro. You talking about at $65 a pop? Hell no. Hell no. You out your rabbit ass mind. That ain't doing no $5 million, bro. I don't know if he responded to me or he responded to somebody else, but it ain't doing no $5 million, bro. Okay. Would you pay? Nope. I'm not paying. I'm only paying for first rate fights, boxing talk. I'm paying for elite level fights. That's something that's going to determine a lineal champion. In my opinion, however I see a lineal champion, that's what I'm paying for. Andre Ward come back and fight Usyk, I ain't paying for that shit, bro. If he go back and fight Callum Smith, I ain't paying for that shit, bro. I'm just keeping it. I don't give a fuck about Andre Ward, bro. Coming back fight none of these dudes, man. To be honest, at the end of the day, he should have fought Adonis Stevenson and became undisputed at 75. He chose not to. He chose not to sacrifice a little bit of money, fucking with Al Heyman and Adonis Stevenson in a fair split because he couldn't finesse Adonis Stevenson like he did Sergey Kovalev, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what Andre Ward do. That shit ain't no news. He been playing around coming back for a minute. My boy, he was talking to Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? He told me it's a good chance that he coming back, and I reported that. CJ, I would buy Crawford fight because I like Bud and support him, but that fight not worth it. So I do agree. Yeah, it ain't worth it, man. I'm not gonna keep supporting. And for the record, I'm not buying Pacquiao and Broner. I'm going to Errol Spence and Mikey, but if I just so happen not to go, I ain't paying for it. Just keeping it real with y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and be one of these niggas that's lying to y'all and trying to get y'all to spend this money, man. No, man, I'm talking about elite level fights, and that's what boxing ain't giving us. So if we support anything less than elite level fight, then that's giving them another opportunity not to give you Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? I watched boxing when they had some real fucking fights going on. You know what I'm saying? When Michael Moore was fighting Evander Holyfield, when Evander was fighting Lennox, when Riddick Bowe was fighting Evander Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? Tyson whooping on whoever he could until he got his ass whooped in the 90s. Even Vitaly Klitschko versus Lennox Lewis, that was made on short notice. That was like the last, great fight in that era. You had free great fights on. Well, I'm not gonna say free, but you had great fights on HBO. You talking about Wiki Wright versus Bernard Hopkins. You had another great fight that went under the radar. Corey Spinks, I believe, got robbed by Jermaine Taylor. That was another great one. You had De La Hoya, early 2000s, right before 9/11. Was it De La Hoya and Hopkins, or was Hopkins and Trinidad? One of them two fucking fights happened around that time, but they both did happen. I'm just like those fights. Shane Mosley versus Winky Wright. Back in the day, you had Shane Mosley versus Zab, Shane Mosley versus Cotto. I mean, you had some really good fights back in the day. That was more worthy of being pay-per-view, and some of them was pay-per-view, I named, than this fight, man. I just can't keep supporting this bullshit, man. What's up, DJ Charm? Black Charm Music, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing, I have nothing against that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Against Terence Crawford. I'm not going to tell you dudes I'm boycotting Terence Crawford. Right? Nah, I'm not going to do that to no brother, bro. Go get your money. I'm just saying that they playing you, bro, because they not going to throw Lomachenko in no lose situation like this and throw him out there on pay-per-view versus none of these niggas, man. They not going to put him on ESPN Plus app. So I got to open your eyes and look at the bigger picture. This ain't no good thing for Terence Crawford fighting a subpar opponent on pay-per-view. The point of them going to ESPN was to eliminate pay-per-view and eliminate your bill on premium TV on premium television, to not give you $15 or $13 for Showtime HBO. This platform was built to build dudes up with the broad viewership that ESPN got. All of a sudden, Terence Crawford never really got the benefit of that. And Dongo, they didn't promote that fight. Jeff Horn, They pushed the fight back. They didn't promote that fight because with Jeff Horn, it was like for Jeff Horn, it was like, they pushed it back and they didn't promote it. A lot of people didn't even know where to find the fight at. You know what I'm saying? Then he go, that was on ESPN Plus. Then he come back versus Jose Benavidez, and he had to promote that fight by swinging on him and talking shit to him. That's what really promoted that fight. Other than that, he ain't benefited on ESPN. He ain't got his promo ran from Sunday to Saturday. They was running his promos versus Dongo the day of the weigh-in. They was running they ain't running no promos for Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford for real. Unless you was already utilizing the ESPN Plus app and you got all the promos you wanted. They didn't really run his shit on Monday Night Football or run the Terence Crawford promo through none of the other big functions on ESPN. Then, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, he getting the shit end of the stick, man. This ain't no good thing, this shit going on pay-per-view. This should be a regular ESPN shit. But that's so funny about it is they claim that, Walt Disney got the bag and Errol Spencer come over and they gonna pay him whatever. But shit, they can't even get this nigga consistently on ESPN, Terence Crawford. They can't even pay. They can't even up the money up to get this dude to consistently fight on ESPN. So how the fuck they gonna afford Errol Spence coming over there? I'm telling you, man. Bob Arum ain't paying them niggas no money, bro. I'm gonna go to Mike and Earl right now, unless some shit change. I'm gonna go to Mike and Earl. Bud probably the most well-rounded fighter out there. Yeah, that's yeah. Spicy. I agree. What that mean though? It's a lot of great fighters out there that don't get the recognition he gonna get. He ain't gonna get that. I mean, you could be the greatest fighter out there, but nobody know who you is. Nobody want to see you fight. It's a cachet thing. They don't promote him the right way. And look here, man. They think they promoting Lomachenko the right way, but ain't nobody buying it. Ain't nobody buying Lomachenko, but these fucking white supremacists, nationalists, and these mayonnaise nations in the media. Ain't nobody buying fucking that Lomachenko hype for real. You know what I'm saying? They doing all this promoting into Lomachenko, but all these dudes on here that's telling us that Lomachenko the greatest, man. I'm not even talking about the media. Niggas with YouTube channels, dudes that's in the subs. How many of these niggas really been to a Lomachenko fight, bro? How many of these dudes that flew out and been to a Lomachenko fight? How many of these dudes with big in their pocket and spend $60, $70 for a Lomachenko fight? None of these dudes, man. The majority of these dudes ain't never been to a Lomachenko fight. Don't plan on going to a Lomachenko fight. Because if the majority of his so-called internet gangbanging nationalist, white supremacist fan base in America, was gonna go to his fucking fights, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be fighting in the theater room in the fucking Madison Square Garden. He can get to the big room. And which I think he did fight Linares in the big room this year, but they ain't sell out shit, bro. They didn't sell out a motherfucking thing, bro. And that's no capping. Ain't nobody capping on that one. He didn't sell out shit because if he sold out versus Linares in the big room, he wouldn't have been back versus Jose Pedraza in the small room. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. All this promotion they give him to Lomachenko, it ain't amount to shit. It ain't amount to a motherfucking thing. He ain't no bigger than when he came to Top Rank. That's it. He got the same hardcore fans. You don't hear niggas out here in the street repeating Bob Arum saying, oh, he the greatest in Muhammad Ali. Ain't nobody out here really buying that shit. Ain't no casuals at the gym talking about Lomachenko. Ain't no casuals at LA Fitness Hoop and talking about the Lomachenko fight tonight. Ain't no casuals at the mall talking about the Lomachenko fight. Ain't no casuals talking about Lomachenko, bro. Real talk. And it's all this promotion they done put into him. They basically done flush money down the toilet. If they gave Terence Crawford that push, man, it might be a different story. But they investing their money and their time and their media efforts into the wrong fighter. They investing into the wrong fighter. And I ain't lying about that. Y'all can get mad all you want to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dude with ain't no sane man, ain't no sane, hold on. Oh, ain't shit. Ain't no sane man. Real talk. April 20th, bro. Ain't no real fucking boxing fan paying no $70 for that bullshit ass fight. Real talk. Real talk, man. Damn, man, come on. I don't give a fuck who he is, man. Like I said about Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia, I know that fight's some bullshit, okay? We know it's some bullshit, bro. We know it's a mismatch, but it make it even better when these Mexicans and these Mikey fanboys get to chirping because I just want to see that reaction. Look here, man. I said if everything great, I go out there and pay for a ticket and go to New York and support Bud by buying the ticket. But I'm not paying pay-per-view for it, bro. Because I know when I go to New York, I'm gonna get to enjoy the city. I'm gonna get to enjoy the food. I'm gonna get to enjoy the atmosphere. I'm gonna get to enjoy it, bro. That's some shit I could take my kids to. You know what I'm saying? On my girl and the kids too, and we can go out to New York for a few days, and I can go to the Crawford fight, and they can go do some other shit. Okay, I can truly enjoy that. But me just sitting at home, April 20th, it's starting to get hot. I can go downtown, hit Bellagio, go to MGM, go to Greektown Casino, go to Motor City Casino, or go to Benihana's, or go do something nice, or shit, go to Rouge Park and watch the naked women walk. Shit, why would I do that and spend $20? You know what I'm saying? Go to Buffalo Wild Wings, go down to Nicky's and go drink or whatever. Like, dude, I could do a lot of different things in Detroit. Go to the Riverwalk, go to the Renaissance Building. I can go down to Locos and get me some tacos and then go to the casino and chill out for the night. Man, you can do so much thing on April 20th, man. You know? And then again, you got to remember in 2 weeks, Canelo Alvarez probably going to be fighting on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Well, not pay-per-view. He's going to be fighting on his own for $10. So you got to remember, you intertwining with his little build up to his fight, whoever he going to fight. So like I said, now if this was the Amir Khan before Canelo that came off whooping Alexander and came off with whooping Luis Collazo and built himself back up, then we might be talking about something. Or this is Amir Khan that went in there and outboxed Sean Porter and got a title, then we might be talking about something. But this is a guy that we just seen. We just seen Amir Khan, bro. Make sure it goes support Woolstar TV, man. You know, if this was if this was a fight that I could just respect, it's not even a top welterweight versus top welterweight. Amir Khan not even a top 10 welterweight, bro. I don't know who Canelo fight. I just said it. I know he fighting that day. Danny Jacobs claim it's him. I heard Golovkin, he about to have a kid, and they didn't fire Tom Loeffler. And I told you they got rid of Tom Loeffler a couple weeks ago, but niggas don't listen. His wife is gonna manage his career now, so that's something to look out with Golovkin. But like I said before, man, like I said before, this ain't even a man. How can you get a guy outside the top 10 welterweight and fight and say it's a pay-per-view? Just look at it from that standpoint. How can you get a welterweight that's a top 5 welterweight versus somebody that's outside the top 10 in the division and say that's a pay-per-view fight? Just looking at it from that strict point, this is blind study fighter A, blind study fighter B. Okay, you got fighter A is a top 5 welterweight. Fighter B maybe a top 15 welterweight. We don't know, but he out here struggling with Sammy Vargas. Okay, because you can run the names off. You go, okay, I'm just saying. You go Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Terence Crawford, no particular order. You go Danny Garcia 5. You can go 6. Who else you got out there? Let me get the list, man. I know I'm forgetting some dudes. Let me look at the dudes because I don't want to forget nobody and say nobody wrong name out there. But hold on. Okay, we go. Got the 5 plus Danny at 6. I mean, you can fuck around, say Jesse Vargas somewhere, or you Dennis Hughes. You go 7, 8. You got dudes out there like Jamal James, 9. You also got dudes out there like Adrian Broner. You can go 10, Manny Pacquiao, 11. This is no particular order, man. Just saying dudes that's considered better than Amir Khan right now. So we got 11. You can go Andre Berto, 12. You could just I'm gonna include Andre Berto, Alexander. Let's not approve them. Some people could say Ingus or Boost Putin is better than them. 11, 13. Some dudes could say Luis Collazo is better than him right now. I'm not saying they didn't fight head to head, but currently physically where you at. Rashidi Ellis is another guy you could say better than him. I mean, you can keep going. You can just keep going with a few of these names we don't know. But like I said before, I'm just telling you, there's plenty of dudes out there that could be considered better than Amir Khan, bro. Right now, Jamal James. I don't know if I said his name. These are names. Thomas Delorme. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you for sure, this dude ain't top 10. Okay, this dude ain't top 10. Sean Torres, salute. B Megastar, salute. Brooke is technically at 54, so he want to come back down, but I don't. I think he just need to go ahead and wait for Amir Khan, have a few more tune-up fights, man. And then they talking about this cat. Remember AJ from 106 Park? Like 3 women accused him of sexual assault. I met him at the Super Bowl a couple years ago, well, more than a couple years ago. Man, it's pitiful that you can't go, man. You just got women jumping out the woodworks, and they just gonna continue to chase black men with this sexual assault stuff and this R. Kelly stuff, man. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, man, I'm about to hit up World Breaker Fighting today, man, to get this, see how I upload content on Patreon. Because I got a lot of topics I want to touch on, man, that I'm not even going to charge y'all nothing but the $5 a month, man. Because I got a lot of topics I want to touch on, man, that I can't touch on here. You know, especially about some stuff I'm not going to say on here, but that needs to be said, bro. Yeah, y'all got to y'all got to tell y'all peoples, man, y'all girls, and y'all kids, y'all teenage kids, and your homeboys, man. Stop jumping on this R. Kelly bandwagon and the bandwagon of destruction of a black man, bro. Because for every R. Kelly, it's a few other dudes that got different skin complexion that have done way worse than what R. Kelly done, bro. For real, we gotta stop ganging up on our people and being the first people to tear down R. Kelly. Man, that's all I see is black people tearing down R. Kelly, tearing them down. But this was some other shit, man. They won't be tearing them down, bro. And it's pathetic, bro. You know, it's plenty other dudes. Jerry Richardson. You got the Wood went on in Dallas with the sexual assault with Mark Cuban. Old boy, that was HBO that was groping women on live TV. You got Donald Sterling out here being raped. It's a lot of different targets you can get to before you get to R. Kelly, bro. Okay. You know, a lot of them dudes get off scot-free. So at the end of the day, man, you gotta stop just contributing in on the destruction of a black man when there's a lot of other dudes you can get out to before you can get to him. But I'm not gonna stay on that too long, man. But that's just my stance on the Crawford situation, man. Like I said, man, this ain't nothing for me disliking Crawford. I'm not a super fan of Crawford. I'm not a super fan of none of these fighters until they start fighting and proving that they deserve super fans. Because none of these fighters deserve super fans, okay? You know, other than Manny Pacquiao is the only active boxer that I think that deserves super fans. You know what? That's it. You know, that's just it. No, I didn't go out to Cali, man. I had a situation. I couldn't make it, so I didn't go. You know. But like I said before, man. Yeah, I ain't got nothing against Terence Crawford, but I ain't a super fan of none of these fighters, man, because they ain't earned they ain't earned super fans, man. You know, if Terence Crawford was fighting Errol Spence, I'd be all throwing money on top of money for that fight, but that ain't it. You know, he ain't fight Keith Thurman, he ain't fight Sean Porter, he ain't fighting Errol Spence. So you don't get my money. You don't get my money by fighting a dude outside the top 10 and them calling it a pay-per-view. If Amir Khan came back, it was looking like a killer, but he got dropped a couple times by Sammy Vargas, if my memory serves me correctly. You know, if my memory serves me correctly, he got dropped a couple times in that fight. Looked terrible. Legs was gone. Legs was shot. So, like I said, this is more on Terence Crawford, man. Amir Khan got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Terence Crawford got everything to lose and nothing to gain. You know, that should be the title of this fight. You know. No, it's plenty of other dudes that mess with Whyte. You got dudes out here. You can say whatever you want to say about R. Kelly, man. When I was going to high school, dude, it was grown men picking up freshmen and sophomores and juniors and seniors before they was 18, tearing them off the frame. I'm not justifying that, but let's not act like a lot of these niggas ain't out here picking up these girls. And I ain't even just saying that. You got priests out here that was molesting young boys, bro. So we're going to talk about R. Kelly and just let them go ahead and erase out of history that the Catholic priest system was out here molesting grown young boys, man. Come on, man. You got white sex offenders and rapists getting off every day, bro. But you going to talk about R. Kelly, bro. I don't get it. You got a nice long list of other people to get to before you get to R. Kelly, bro. A nice long list of people, bro. I know people that was, I ain't going to go there, bro. I ain't even gonna go there. What's going on, body snatcher? Salute. Salute. Everybody just want to gang up on R. Kelly. Like, dude, there's a lot of other dudes you can gang up on, man. Y'all got C.K. Lewis out here calling people the N-word with the ER at the end of it. You got Chris Rock out here letting dudes call him the N-word with the ER on it. You know what I'm saying? You got one of the actors, I'm not gonna say his name, he out here marrying his adopted stepdaughter or whatever. Like, that man, It's a lot of these dude. You got Hugh Hefner out here who was basically doing the same thing, bro. But hey, they want to go back and try to assassinate the character of R. Kelly, telling us some shit we already know. We already know about R. Kelly, bro. This ain't nothing new. This just sounds like some clout chasing to get some bread, bro. But you got a lot of people you can get to. Jerry Richardson, who owned the Panthers. Ain't nobody do no Lifetime story on him. How he was in there sexually assaulting all the women that work for the Carolina Panthers, and he was the owner. Old, creepy-ass, 89, 90-year-old powder dust skeleton old man groping the employees, bro. Ain't nobody talk about that. I still ain't seen a documentary on Donald Sterling with the whole slaves and situation. I give them cars. Man, like I said, I ain't seen a documentary on what happened with the Dallas Mavericks with them down there in the sexual assaults under Mark Cuban. I still ain't seen that. So those just happened. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna reach back years and years on R. Kelly. We know R. Kelly a weirdo, bro. Come on, we all know that. Tell us something we don't know. You about 16 years late, you know what I'm saying, on this documentary, bro. This just sounds like an epic clout chase, man. But our culture our black culture is the first ones to jump on us, man. They the first ones to go through the hood and steal from the poor and steal from the poor. But they don't never go steal from the suburban areas or go out there and do that shit to them. But they the first ones, your next door neighbor be the ones to steal from you, knowing you ain't got nothing you worked and slaved from. We have harmed each other before we gonna harm somebody else. And it's pathetic, man. I was just looking, and I'm gonna get to this Dillian and Whyte shit after this. I was on the internet, and it came across my timeline that Ace Boogie and it was another rapper. And Tory Lanez are having a petition signed to get Tekashi 6ix9ine out of jail, bro. Okay, man. This is something definitely I'm gotta start my Patreon tonight, bro. Look here, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. You got two black artists, one from Canada, one from New York, that's trying to get a Puerto Rican, out of jail, right? And Tekashi 6ix9ine. But I do remember another rapper named Bobby Smarter and another rapper named Max B, a brother that can get some, that can use some petitions to get out of jail too. So they quick to get a Puerto Rican out of jail, but they ain't quick to get a brother out of jail. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Tekashi 6ix9ine ain't did nothing but exploit the culture, for his personal gain and financial gain. Dude, this dude ain't part of the black culture, bro. Or Mexican, whatever the fuck he is, bro. I apologize. My friend, he got real mad at the plant one day, man. I was working at the plant. I thought he was a Puerto Rican. And he was, I'm a fucking Mexican. I'm like, man, I don't know. Y'all niggas look alike. He got mad as hell. So, yeah. Like, dude, you doing a petition for a dude that ain't even real, bro, who rapping about shit that he ain't even do. But you got a real dude in Max B and a real dude in Bobby Smarter, who from your city, Ace Boogie from with the hoodie. He from your city, but you ain't got a petition up for them. I just, man, I don't understand black people, bro. It's like we can never progress because we can never bond together and help each other out. Only time we bond together is to jump on one of each other. But let's talk about this Dillian and Whyte shit. I seen a really good interview with Dillian and Whyte today on IFL TV, and I'm gonna link it in the comment section, man. Or you can go to IFL TV and check it out. It's a real good interview, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. When I listen to Dillian and Whyte talk, other than when he talked that craziness about Deontay Wilder, I don't dislike Dillian and Whyte. Honestly, I don't dislike Dillian and Whyte, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real. I like Dillian and Whyte. Dillian and Whyte be kicking some real shit, bro. Dillian and Whyte be kicking some real shit, bro. When you actually listen to Dillian and Whyte, bro, I like the guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He worked hard. He came up. Yeah, he had a failed drug test, but so did a lot of y'all favorite fighters like Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury and Lamont Peterson and Billy Joe Saunders and a lot of these different dudes then had a failed drug test. You feel me? But at the same time, I just, I like Dillian and Whyte the way he talked. He like a really good dude, man. You can just tell that he liked to fight. And I sense how authentic Dillian and Whyte is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he out here, he a thug or whatever, but I got the sense that he really liked to fight. A lot of people don't like him because he attacked and clout chased Deontay Wilder. And I understand that, bro. I'm the first dude that can understand, the whole, I'm putting an interview in the description right now. There you go. I can understand the whole thing where people get mad because he out here capping, on Deontay Wilder and basically me lying. So I understand that shit. But really, bro, like he just kept it real. Like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen between me and AJ. So basically what happened was, if you see my video earlier, I ain't gonna really try to reiterate detail, but um, you know, I'm not gonna really reiterate detail, man. I'm gonna say questions and answers for later, man. I ain't gonna stay long on this one, uh, but like I say, man, basically I don't think they gonna be able to sell enough tickets to hold to sell out Wilder and AJ. Okay, I mean Wilder and AJ and Dillian Whyte. So I think they're having a ticket problem. It's no demand there, so they're gonna bring AJ to the United States because it's convenient. I think they're gonna get ready to fight Deontay Wilder, and I also think it's a good chance that Dillian Whyte could land the Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder fight not right now. But I think the Deontay Wilder fight is gonna be a little bit more complicated because Deontay Wilder got a Dominic Brazil situation where Brazil actually won his shot. And, truth be told, that's not a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? But if they can pay Dominic Brazil to step aside or fight the Chisora on the undercard, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe that's what it is. But I think a lot of people would love to see Deontay Wilder actually settle Dominic Brazil. And to think about it, that won't be on pay-per-view. And neither would a Dillian Whyte fight be on a pay-per-view, either in the United States or in the UK. Neither one of those fights, Q-Tip salute, or Quincy Pinola, I see you. Neither one of them fights, Punchline Fusion, what's going on. Neither one of them fights will be on pay-per-view. In the United States, no matter if they took what part of on the other side of the ocean they took part on. So I mean, only pay-per-view Wilder can do is Fury, and I'm hearing Fury getting cold feet. So I can't really put words in Fury head, in Fury mouth until he come out there and actually decline the fight. Now, obviously, I don't care if he decline the fight. I'm not gonna come out here and call Tyson Fury a coward. It's a lot more fighters that I can call cowards before I get to Tyson Fury. He came back 2 weak ass tune-ups and still came in and performed very, very well versus Deontay Wilder. And some people thought he won. And I was one of the people that thought he won. I never went back to score the fight. And I really don't be in a rush. Salute, Mr. Whyte. I don't really be in the rush to rescore these fights because guess what? Judges don't get a second time to rescore these fights, okay? They only can do it one shot, done, one angle. They don't get the TV angles or nothing like that. If you ever been to a live fight, it looks different in the arena depending on where you sit at. It looks different from several different angles. So, but like I said, man, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep putting Dominic Brazil on the back burner. For Tyson Fury, man, like I said, I'm not gonna blast him or call him a coward. If he go on to tune up 2 or 3 times next year and don't fight don't fight Wilder, so be it. But I think it makes sense if he in contact with Eddie Hearn, it makes sense for Tyson Fury to take on Dillian Whyte or Deontay Wilder to take on Dillian Whyte. And I wouldn't be mad, and I would give Dillian Whyte a shot at beating Tyson Fury, even though I think Tyson Fury beat the hell out of Dillian Whyte. That's a bad style matchup for Dillian Whyte. But Dillian Whyte does something good that bothers boxers like Fury, and I mean he smothers Fury and he takes away Fury's leverage punches. He'll be able to get in there and make it ugly. But I expect Tyson Fury to dispose of Dillian Whyte. But would Dillian Whyte even take the Tyson Fury fight? Because I'm pretty sure he made a lot of money fighting Chisora. He could make a lot of money, fighting other domestic level UK competition in the UK. He probably can get in there and squeeze in the Joseph Parker rematch at Wembley Stadium, and it'll do quite well. You know what I'm saying? So really, do he really want to fight Tyson Fury? That's my question. I think Tyson Fury would probably beat him pretty easily. Okay, but I would expect I would expect Deontay Wilder to look at the chance to fight Dillian Whyte, but financially, what does Dillian Whyte do for him? If they was only offering Wilder $12 million to fight AJ to come over to the UK, I mean, they probably gonna offer Wilder like $8 or $9 million to come over there. That's no pay-per-view upside and no US money. They're gonna try to put that fight on the zone. Okay, so how I look at it is, like somebody else said, JFL here's in the chat. You can basically have Fury tune up Brazil and give Brazil that fight, but I really think Brazil won his title shot. And Brazil and Wilder actually have a great storyline. You know what I'm saying? They have a great storyline. His brother Marcellus Wilder knocked out Fury in the hotel room, and he knocked him out so good they turned him into a freaking cruiserweight, professional cruiserweight. So so yeah, I would, that's just my personal opinion. I would love to see Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder next, but I take Tyson Fury, but Dillian Whyte, we'll see, man. Maybe this is all a cover up, and we still gonna get AJ versus Dillian Whyte because it's still a TBA on Terrell Big Baby Miller's schedule return. It's supposed to be January 18th. So if you see that the zone card go forward without Jarrell Miller, that means Miller is fighting uh AJ in Madison Square Garden. So shout out to Big Baby Miller. He pretty much did nothing to earn an AJ fight, and he got the fight. So he basically done nothing to earn an AJ fight. And that's how boxing go. The people who don't deserve it get those fights. The people that don't deserve it get those fights. So give me 1 second, y'all. It's disgusting. Yep, it's disgusting. Attack Sack, what's going on? Uh, But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I thought it was a real good fight, Wilder and Fury. But like I said, it'd be interesting to see if Dillian Whyte and all of them is telling the truth, and that Dillian Whyte is possibly going to be looking for a new opponent. But I definitely don't see him fighting Luis Ortiz. I think he'll fight Tyson Fury versus Luis Ortiz because that's going to generate good pay-per-view money in the UK. So so Dillian Whyte is really going to be the guy that's being left out in the cold. And I'm just saying, if I'm Wilder, I just get that Brazil mandatory out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get Brazil out the way if Tyson Fury don't want to play ball, and you just move on. You know what I'm saying? You go try to get ready for AJ. It seems like AJ is actually prepping for Wilder by coming to the United States. I used to like Noznaki, but I don't think he got no future at being a world champion. But it is what it is. I don't have no sympathy for Luis Ortiz like some of these niggas out here, man. I'm just keep it real. Like this dude got caught cheating multiple times. I don't have no sympathy for dudes like him. You know what I'm saying? I did reference that AJ did duck him, and he did. But I'm not going out of my way to have no sympathy for nobody that popped dirty for Pez a couple of times, or even one time. I'm not having sympathy for Dillian Whyte. I'm just saying that Dillian Whyte seems to be a sincere type of dude when it comes to fighting certain people, in my opinion. But like I said, man, I'm not one of them dudes that feel sorry for Luis Ortiz at all. No, I'm not one of them dudes that feel sorry for Ortiz, man. It is what it is, man. I'm not gonna come out here and oh man, what we on with these crazy dudes, man, that be coming in, dude. Thank you, dude. Get rid of him. Appreciate it. Some mosquito was on this job. Man, Ortiz, man, popped dirty before that even happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz dropped dirty before that even happened. He dropped dirty before that even happened, bro. So shit, I can't get mad at he popped dirty twice. They did say he was clean the second time, but he already had popped dirty once, so he just guilty for me the second time. You know what I'm saying? I move close to him, watch I normally don't do. But yeah, I take questions and answers right now. My back hurting like a motherfucker. Anybody got questions, man? I know somebody asked me who the best rapper to come out of Detroit. I'm gonna say Blade Icewood, bro. I like Blade Icewood. Technically, Royce the 5'9" is from Boston, same as Eminem. He's from Kansas City, somewhere in Kansas or Missouri or some shit like that. But for me, Blade Icewood is the best rapper in Detroit history. My personal opinion. Um, you know, this is my personal opinion. You know, MC Breed from Flint, two different areas. MC Breed from Flint. I gotta get mine. You gotta get or no. Naki will give Ortiz hell. I disagree with that one. He got the I can see that, bro. To be honest, I can see that because Nosnaki come forward and Ortiz, I don't be knowing, man. If he be trying to, if he be trying to let niggas survive and punish people, or he just movement bother Ortiz, man. It does. I mean, like not water movement, but I mean, like just boxing movement, man. So I really don't get to drop on Ortiz, man. Sometimes he look good, sometimes he don't. No, he wasn't. I don't think uh, Royce was raised and born in the D, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be talking about somebody else, dog. I could. Maybe my memory slipping. I could. My memory could be slipping. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I was talking about somebody else. I know one of them rappers from Detroit was born somewhere else, bro. I can't remember what. I know Eminem was born somewhere else as well too. Somebody keep using my EA account to send a security code, bro. I don't get it. I ain't used that account in years, man. I'm about to go ahead and make that report. But um, nah, I ain't watched battle rap in a long time, bro. I just lost interest for it, you know. But I occasionally look at it, you know. I occasionally look at it, man. I don't know what channel it be coming on no more, man. I don't be catching the battles. You know, I used to watch on Smack URL, but then you got so many of these niggas that's doing it, you know. Have you heard of a rapper dual name? No, I haven't. Born Suspicion, I haven't. I don't be looking for I don't be looking for new rap acts no more, man. I'm be I'm getting old, man. So I really don't be looking for new rap acts, but yeah, let me see. Nah, Big Sean was actually born in Santa Monica, California, bruh. Yeah, he was born in Santa Monica, California. He moved to Detroit. A lot of these dudes, like Ludacris, was actually born in Chicago. Soldier Boy was actually born in Chicago. Undisputed champ. Yeah, I think we is gonna get an undisputed champion this year. I think AJ and Wilder actually gonna fight this year. Tory Beckford, salute. I think AJ and Wilder is actually gonna fight this year. What are your thoughts on Kaufman? It's over with for Travis Kaufman. It's time to retire. How does it shake up the welterweight division if Thurman and Porter get upset in the upcoming fights? I think Josito Lopez gonna want to get the bag. You know, you Dennis Yugas. I don't know. I guess he can go fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I think you got. You know, I don't think that neither one of them gonna lose. You Dennis Yuga's not good enough to beat Sean Porter. He's not active enough. You know, it's my personal opinion. But yeah. Except they hate on Judge who called it draw. Oh, you talking about that? Let me see. Jordan Rome asks, "Do you think coaching will play a factor in Spence versus Garcia?" Yeah, I think it will. I think if Mikey Garcia come out with a great game plan, I've never seen Derrick James make a critical adjustment in a fight. Kell Brook. I mean, I just don't remember the Kell Brook fight as far as him giving great corner work. But obviously, Errol Spence did make an adjustment. But this would be the biggest spot Derrick James has ever coached in, from my prior knowledge. So yeah, coaching will play a factor. You know, Robert Garcia is gonna play a factor. Is he gonna throw that towel in on his brother prematurely, or you gonna let his brother take a certain amount of an ass whooping, then throw the towel in? They gonna come in over prepared with a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Or they gonna just stick to 2 or 3 game plans and not overload Mikey. If you try to cover every scenario, I guarantee you a scenario that you ain't covered gonna happen. There's no way you can cover every scenario for a fight. You can go over, yeah, Champaign, Illinois. Excuse, that's where Ludacris from. You can go over, different scenarios, but they need to stick to 3 game plans, man. 2 or 3 game plans for Mikey. And I think it's going to be important for Errol Spence to come in with 2 or 3 game plans. As crazy as it sounds, Errol Spence talking about he going to go out there and attack Mikey from the start. And that's a great game plan, but you don't want to go out there and blow your load. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and shoot your entire load, get tired. Then you got a situation like you got with James Kirkland and Angulo. Angulo went out there, was beating the hell out of Angulo, but he just fatigued himself the entire fight. And James Kirkland just took his time, picked his shots, and then he stopped Angulo. So it's important that Errol Spence still pace himself, take his time, and come out there, because he can come out there cold and Mikey can catch him on the chin and knock him out. That does happen. You know, that does happen. You know, that does happen. Let me see. You know, If I don't fight, I'm fighting. I'm boycotting. I wouldn't count on them fighting this year, bro. If you talking about the welterweights, um, who better to you, Pac or Biggie? Pac. Biggie had a great flow, but a lot of Biggie songs, man. Biggie don't have a lot of original beats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his songs was it how you pronounce mutum, juicy fruit. You know, ooh, a lot of his shit was they was constantly sampling shit. Pac had a lot of original shit like I Get Around, strictly for my niggas had a lot of original shit on there, and one of them had Keep Your Head Up. Keep your head up. So Pac did have some samples, but Biggie only had two albums, man. So you got a sample size of Biggie, and Biggie had a ton of fucking samples on them two albums, bro, that I can remember, bro. And and Pac had a lot of original music, bro. Toss It Up. You got a lot of shit, man. He pretty much saved California Love because the original California Love with just Dre on there, that shit was whack. Pac really saved California Love, and he had some better producers in my opinion. He had Daz. He had Digital Underground was producer from. He had a lot of different producers, man. And for me, All Our Eyes on Me was my favorite album. Now, a lot of people gonna turn around and tell you that Me Against the World was their favorite album, but man, compared to All Eyes on Me, that wasn't. But people gonna say Me Against the World was their favorite album because Pac was the first nigga to go to jail and do numbers, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just the jail and the Me Against the World album synonymous, and it brought back good memories. And he had so many great hits off that album because he was in jail, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, Big Sean moved to Detroit when he was 3. Uh, Amir, I wish we was on code like that. Yeah, fans ain't on code, bro. Everybody want to do their own thing. Size up Crawford, Josh Taylor. I gotta see Josh Taylor win that tournament first, so I can't size it up right now. But they similar. I think Josh Taylor don't have a he not slick like Terence Crawford. That's the biggest difference. But they similar being switch hitters, offensive fighters. If Josh Taylor can learn to move his head or bend at the waist, I mean, I think him and Crawford will be clones of each other for the most part. But we don't know about both of them taking on the chin yet for real from a real power puncher. But Josh Taylor, a good fighter. What if Crawford gets the Pacquiao fight after Khan? Where does that put? He won't get that Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao is with PBC. So unless Terence Crawford moves to PBC, and I don't see that happening anytime soon without a lengthy litigation and layoff, that ain't gonna happen. Have you ever heard of Gang Move or Top Authority? Both are men. I heard of Top Authority. You ever heard of Daz Effects? A lot of niggas forget Daz Effects. Spence don't get tired. You can get tired though. In a big fight, this is Spence's biggest fight. It's a lot of anxiety in the air. You know what I'm saying? You can easily get tired in a fight like this. Especially he go out there and punching a lot and he hype. And don't forget, this nigga basically fighting at the crib. So that add more anxiety. You know what I'm saying? This is only his second biggest fight. And in this fight, it's a lot of expectations on him. He's similar in the Terence Crawford situation. He in a lose-lose. He got to go out there and fight perfect or get ridiculed and get ripped apart. So yeah, I can see him getting tired with all the anxiety in the air and all the pressure to look good in front of your hometown fans, all the pressure not to get robbed knowing you at home, but you still a Negro in Texas. I can see it happening. Heard said him and J-Rock fight almost finalized. Wake me up. I don't even care about that fight, to be honest, bro. I don't even care about nothing that Jared Hurd did. He did all that shit to make sure he didn't have to fight Jermell Charlo, bro. I really be losing respect for him, dog. I don't believe that shoulder shit was that serious, bro. Because he waited two months or 2 or 3 months after the Lara fight to say that he had a shoulder issue. So I don't give a fuck about him. And I don't really care for J-Rock, bro, because niggas forget, man. J-Rock ran his mouth about Jamal Charlo and went out there and got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even fucking competitive. Well, I could say he was competitive, but when he got knocked out, he didn't get back up, man. He one of them motor mouth ass niggas, man. All talk but little bite. You know what I'm saying? I don't, man. And then him and his trainer be around here accusing people being on steroids. Stephen Bredman and J Rock, they be accusing these dudes being on steroids, but they working with Victor Conti. Like, bruh, Stop it, man. And I see a lot of his trainer be out here capping, be out here capping against the brothers, bro. He out here bigging up Mikey Garcia. See, a lot of them East Coast dudes like Andrade and Steven Bredman, and a lot of them dudes out that way, they hate Errol Spence and they hate the Charlo twins, bro. They go out their way to talk bad about them and forget that they just brothers that's in the Southwest region. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them East Coast dudes, man, that East Coast rivalry, they do not like niggas from the South. For real. You know what Jay Electronica say? He was like, he said back when niggas from New York was still in our style, but making fun of us, but they were still in our style. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Remember the niggas from New York was talking about niggas in the South in the early 2000s dancing while they was rapping and shit, bro. You know, but them niggas be the most dancingest ass niggas. P. Diddy, Millie Rock, all them niggas out here dancing and stealing them niggas from the South swag. It's always been a rivalry between the East and the South. And it's just a natural hatred there. But you got to remember, that's like a dark skin, light skin, brown skin debate. You know what I'm saying? Why they just can't support them? They out here, his trainer, Steven Bredman, out here, oh yeah, Mikey Garcia is a tremendous fighter and this and that. Like, shut the fuck up. How about you get behind the black fighters? Same thing for George Foreman on the internet out here vouching for Mikey Garcia, but you can't vouch for niggas that's from your very home state of Texas, dude. I just be real disappointed in brothers. But I don't care. And I don't care if you're from California, Texas, Michigan, Illinois, Florida, Virginia, DMV, New York, Maine. Like, dude, we brothers. We always should support each other before we go out our way to support the other. But don't work that way, bro. We ain't on code. We ain't in uniform like that. But it is what it is. All right. Did you see Harden go crazy last night? Boy, man, Harden only cold in the regular season, bro. Like, the fans, y'all forget, man. Harden been struggling in the playoffs since them niggas made it to the finals with the Thunder versus the Miami Heat, man. James Harden is the same nigga that'll go crazy in the regular season, but the same nigga that'll go to the playoff and lay an egg, bro. That's real talk. That's real talk, bro. James Harden, the same dude that'll lay an egg in the playoffs, bro. Remember they lost Kawhi Leonard a couple years ago to Spurs, and Kawhi Leonard didn't play in like game 6. It was an elimination game for Houston, and James Harden didn't show up. Remember the year they played Golden State? Not even last year. They played Golden State Warriors, like right when Golden State Warriors was about to really shoot up and be a championship contender. And James Harden could have won game 1 and game 2 versus Golden State, and he turned the ball over at the end of the game and they lost. Shit, go back last year. You know, James Harden was out there throwing up bricks. He was building a brand new Empire State Building. Y'all quick to forget that. And that's ESPN and Fox fault. He do all this shit in the playoffs, you know, in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he come here, he don't do shit. People forget that. Same thing with LeBron. Peyton Manning was doing the same shit. They were struggling in the playoffs, losing playoff game. People forgetting about it. And then they resetting and praising them how good they was in the regular season, man. Man, for real, man. Should wake me up when it gets to the playoffs and James Harden go crazy in the playoffs when it matters. This regular season shit don't matter. Right now, you don't know who's going to be in the championship or who's going to run a shotgun. When you get to that stretch run after the All-Star break, then that's going to separate who the real teams is and who the fake teams is. You know? Big can't be replaced. That's why the East Coast on the slump. Nope. Never didn't replace him, L, Pun. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't think they had another Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying? I won't say they couldn't replace him, bro, to be honest, because, nigga, you had X, you know, you had Jadakiss, the Locks, you know, I'm not saying they was replacement shit. They had Ja Rule. Ja Rule was one of the top, you know, grossing rappers at one point. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but Ja Rule has you niggas riding in y'all motherfucking Jeep Wranglers and riding in y'all motherfucking Toyota Camrys and y'all vets and shit, singing and rapping. You know what I'm saying? So the East Coast definitely did bounce back at the big. You ain't gonna have another big, but real talk, Pac from the East Coast too, Corrupt from Philadelphia too. So the nice nucleus of West Coast talent, a lot of them niggas from out east. You know, what's going down? Y'all really think Richard Schaefer would throw Mikey to the wolves like that? Don't just pick Spence because he bigger, man. I mean, I obviously don't want to pick Spence because he's bigger, but I mean, you can't. I mean, that's a valid point, but you can't tell me what's Mikey Garcia's best win? What's his best win? Adrian Broner that been beat twice. It's hard for motherfuckers to rationalize a guy who ain't never fought nobody in his career, Mikey Garcia. that's gonna move up and fight a bigger, stronger guy, an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence. A lot of people can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Richard Schaefer throwing him to the wolves. Richard Schaefer didn't want him to fight Errol Spence. Robert Garcia, his daddy Big G, didn't want him to fight Errol Spence. Just basically just them going to the flow, going with the flow what Mikey Garcia want. No, that's just honest shit. Oh yeah, let me get this. I see. I owe you a wrench, bro. So let me see. I don't even on my laptop. Let me scroll up. Let me see. I know I'm super behind. You know, Long Island. Long Island. What do you think of Mac Dre from the Bay? I ain't really never listened to Cuz, bro. To be honest, so I can't even give you an honest opinion. I know he robbed that bank and shit back in the day. They was robbing banks and shit. Ray Zone 718 salute. I gotta find my place in here, bro. That was on my phone. But King of My Hood text was going on. Yep. AJ and Hurd and Canelo are the true ducks of boxing. They are disgusting to boxing. Yeah, man. I told y'all about Jay Hurd, bro. I wouldn't hate on him. I just knew where this was going. I knew somebody was gonna lose. I knew, and it's gonna be more people that lose next year. Would I be surprised if Mikey Garcia beat Errol Spence? Nope. Would I be surprised if Amir Khan beat Terence Crawford? Nope. I ain't gonna be surprised by none of that shit, bro. Because that's what you get when you try to marinate fights too long. You know. Harden shrinks in May. Exactly, bro. So I don't forget that. I can't stand that dude. Remember when he threw game? Paul Williams, Sergio Martinez would have beat Canelo in his prime. I definitely think Martinez would have. Hard and soft as fuck. I don't even watch even like or watch basketball. Yeah, basketball hard to watch, bro. Especially this year, man. Like it's just a whole bunch of touch foul, man. I just need them to go back to basics, bro. Everybody travel, everybody carry. Big mans don't have no fundamentals. It's easy to be able to get to the bucket when you can get 3 steps, or it's easy to do a step back when you be traveling. That step back shit to travel. You know, I believe you only can take 2 steps to the 2 steps without a dribble towards the basket, bro. You can't take a step or two, you know, like that, man. A lot of the fundamentals been lost. And then every time they touch the ball, they carry in the palm of the ball, bro. I mean, they don't have no fundamentals, dog. A lot of people don't know no better because they don't remember real ball in the 70s and the 80s. You know, remember Sharamba Mitchell? He had a ton of potential. Yep, down there in DC. Jay-Z and Nas held their own post dip. Man, Nas held his own during Big lifespan or rap a lifespan in rap. He dropped a better album than Big did when Big dropped Ready to Die with Illmatic. You know? So not, you know, Jay-Z was a nigga that was irrelevant during Big's tenure because it wasn't that people weren't feeling Jay-Z. Jay-Z was trying to get ownership. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to own his masters and own his rights. You know, while other niggas was walking around broke, like Tupac and Biggie was really broke. No, Suge and Puff was really milking them. Jay-Z was not about to let them record labels milk him. You know, that's why they try to play like you know, like that. You know? You know, so that's what that was with Jay. You know, they tried to play Jay like he was trash, but Jay wanted ownership of his shit, man. And Jay turned out a lot better than Big and Pac would have if they was alive or not. He was a real businessman, you know. Um, Mikey, a real boss, can't lie like a lot of these other fighters. He's still gonna get his ass whooped like a real boss. Don't even have to speak on. I can respect it. Big money. What's going on? Salute. Um, I've been calling her the duck since he beat Lara. Yeah, he won. He didn't even get Lara his rematch, man. Lara had a rematch clause. He ducked that. Who betting on to get the upset this year? I don't know. I gotta look at the total. I gotta look at the total fight card, man. But you know, I can't wait to the World Series of Boxing and get to their finals, man. That's gonna be some good shit. You know, you got Nonito Donaire versus Tite, and then you got we knew you out versus Manny Rodriguez. He a dead man walking though, Rodriguez. But you know, then you got Bernashki versus Josh Taylor and Barach, then Relic versus Regis Progress. It's gonna be 2 good fights. Both of them fights can really go either way. You know, if somebody make a mistake, you know what I'm saying. Regis Progress can get out box, but Relic, but I expect him to beat him because he's real focused right now. He need a Benny single feature with Scarface. Yeah, I heard Scarface was having some health problems. I wonder was that true. Didn't they ban the crossover? Nope. They branded the crossover. Bring back the hand check. Man, you ain't lying, bro. You know. MM Sports also, I think the Khan fight with Crawford is a trap fight, especially if Khan sticks to 1-2, the 1-2-3. Now, if he start 4-5-6, yeah, I think regardless, Crawford gonna find a way to beat him. If it's a close fight, man, it's a problem. Sharper Mitchell took losses to some heavy hitters though. Costa, Paul Williams, Pretty Boy Floyd, yeah, he did. Spence can't weigh more than 157 fight night. Mikey said he coming in at 150. It's going to be interesting. We haven't seen Spence get hit and how he responds to that's false. That's false because Kell Brook hit him. Kell Brook hit Earl Spence, bro. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook was piecing up Earl Spence. You know, and that's routine. Earl Spence can come in higher than 57 fight night. You know what I'm saying? You know, he'll be a fool not to. He can, as long as he don't weigh more than 157 come Saturday morning, he good. But that's the standard IBF rule. You can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds past, the 47-pound weight limit. So after that, he used to that. That's an IBF rule unless it's a unification bout. And we know Earl Spence ain't got a unification bout. Nah, Pacquiao gonna beat the hell out of Broner, bro. And he ain't been tested in 2 years neither. I mean, in the first month, yeah, he can beat the hell out of him. Yeah, I told people Robbie Jr. wasn't gonna give Mikey no better fight. He just technically fought as Adrian Broner is. They both technically fought. After they died, Pac had more music than Big after he died. Happy holiday, Thomas Moreland. I see Ramirez losing this year. Man, if they put him in there with the winner of the World Series of Boxing, they ain't gonna put him in there with Maurice Hooker. Oh, my picks this weekend, I got a video up, man. I think I picked the Cowboys, the Bears, the Colts, and the Chargers. Yeah, I got a video up. Just scroll back to a couple days ago. I'll update my playlist tonight so you can find it. It'll be an NFL playlist. Brooke and a couple guys have hit Spence. Yeah, oh boy, that the journeyman hit Spence so hard, I thought he was gonna knock his ass out. Little African dude. Broner never been stopped. Nope, but he might get stopped January 19th. It wouldn't surprise me. AB got to show up and prove. Man, y'all been saying AB got to show up for years, bro. Do so now, salute. That nigga ain't showing up, bro. He ain't never showed up really, other than the Linares. The Antonio DeMarco fight. This nigga ain't never showed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wishing on the fifth, man, and that fifth of Henny ain't coming to you no time soon. Y'all keep hoping on Broner, bro. It's over with. It is over with for Adrian Broner, bro. Pacquiao ain't been drug tested in a whole month, too. Shit. He about to come out that hole. Fine. They already talk about knockout. And Broner ain't got no better neither with Kevin Cunningham, bro. Y'all be forgetting that Broner just struggled with fucking Jesse Vargas, bro. Y'all just really seen. I heard that Delorme actually beat Jesse Vargas. So he's struggling with Jesse Vargas. He gonna beat Manny Pacquiao. Shit. Yeah, bro. Good for that dude, Emmanuel, the African dude, hit Spence harder than a motherfucker. Hell yeah. I thought he was gonna get knocked out. Yeah. Regis and Taylor. I think the winner of Regis and Taylor gonna fight Jose Ramirez and eventually Terence Crawford. Salute, Mark. I see you. Yeah. Nobody like getting hit, but yeah, Mikey do Dice Flaw, salute. DeMarco, Madonna, and Taylor were AB's best performance. Man, Emmanuel Taylor was scoring. That wasn't no runaway fight for Adrian Broner. Emmanuel Taylor was giving him some good work. DeMarco was his best performance, but Madonna beat the hell out of AB, man. Broner ain't never been stopped. Well, it's the first time for everything, right? He's still not living a clean fighter lifestyle. Adrian Broner was partying on New Year's while Earl Smith's still working. I don't know, man. You never know with these unification bouts, bro. I don't think Barashni could upset Josh Taylor. I ain't gonna lie on that one, bro, because Josh Taylor don't move his head though. But Barashnik is a walking knockout, bro. Either he knock you out or you gonna knock him out. That's just it. I think Josh Taylor gonna knock Barashnik out. He too open though. But Josh Taylor ain't got no defense though, so that leaves. I mean, Barashnik throw everything at one speed, man. So it's easy to counter him if you control the distance, and he just don't have no box. He don't have no chill, man. You know, a lot of people think Barashnik on some shit too, bro. So I ain't watched him close enough to say if he is or he ain't. Broner Chin is better than Pacquiao. Based on what? Based on because Pacquiao been knocked out? That don't mean shit. Broner just fight not to get knocked out. Pacquiao was offensive. Broner don't throw enough to get knocked out, but Pacquiao can overwhelm him. Regis can become a world champion. That's the progress he can make. No, I think that's it. Yeah, he was slugging with Madonna, but he got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But, he did come back at the end. But that's Broner. Broner always try to come back and back in and get a run on the back end. That's Broner, man. When he feel you get tired from beating his head in, then he want to come on and make it a semi-competitive fight. That's just his style. There ain't gonna be no draw, bro. Pacquiao gonna beat the hell out of Broner. I'm telling. I give Broner a chance, but I just don't. I don't like Kevin Cunningham, bro. Him training him. Broner ain't got no better, bro. Y'all just forgot the Jesse Vargas fight, bro. Pacquiao did drop Jesse Vargas and dominate Jesse Vargas, bro. And I know styles make fights. I expect him to do the same with AB. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Peterson fight. That's a fight that I might fly down to check him out in DC. Broner can't beat Regis and Taylor. I agree with that right now. Pac ducked Madonna his entire career. That could be true because Madonna did get Eric Morales. Eric Morales gave Madonna a hell of a fight. He did. People love AB. He getting smoked. Yep, I believe so too, man. But you never know. Maybe AB will pop up and surprise you. Who hit harder, Pacquiao or Madonna? I would say Madonna hit harder. But it's different strokes for different folks, though. Madonna don't throw as many punches as Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, Peterson, that's be a real good fight. But let me go ahead and get out of here. My back hurt, man. I gotta lay my old ass down, man. I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. I'll try to do a live tomorrow if I get an opportunity to go on live, but still be dropping that heat, man. Can Pac beat Spence? Yeah, I would say he could, but I don't see it happening. He got a chance. I'll give Mikey Garcia a 30% chance to beat Errol Spence. So I'll give Pacquiao, depending on what he like versus Broner, around the same chance. Yep. I'll give him probably 5% better chance than Mikey, 35%. I can see it because a lot of these dudes ain't fought a Pacquiao, bro. Somebody that's experienced as Pacquiao. So I'm not going to act like Errol Spence ran through a division. Now he just fighting a legend. He really ain't fought a nigga on Pacquiao level yet, bro. In my opinion. Uzataki versus Plant going to turn into a war and Plant will fold. I don't think he has enough experience. I don't think Uzataki got a ton of experience neither, brother. You know what I'm saying? He fought Korobov and lost, but he fought Darrell, and Darrell was already old as shop worn. So that's just my personal opinion on that one. But no, I don't think he broke AB jaw, did he? I thought that was a rumor, but that could be true. Jason Morella said Broner beats Pacquiao. Zito knocks out Thurman. Two biggest hopes for January. Yeah. I hope they hopes and not bets. All right. Save your money. CB Sports TV, what's going on? Yeah. I'm about to get off here, man. I'm old, man. My back hurt, man. My dog, this nigga over here sleep. He about to get his ass up though. Y'all seen them ticket prices for AB fight? Cheapest is 200. Oh man, that nigga Town trying to, man. I stay on for a minute. That nigga Town trying to get me to go out to that shit, man. I can't make it though. But $200, man, I'm not going to support AB ass, bro. That ain't gonna happen. I ain't going to support AB but black ass. Not for no who. $200. They out there rabbit ass mine. That's because it's Pacquiao, bro. But yeah, let me get the hell up out of here, man. My back hurting too damn bad. I'm gonna do some stretches or something. All right, appreciate y'all, man.